Hi guys, people from YouTube, this is another video. This time we are working on a Mazda 6 2005. The engine is the 2.0 diesel, turbo diesel, and then we're gonna see what the DS708 once again can do on this car. So this is the start menu, so we'll start a new session. This is a right hand drive, not whipped. Yes it is, DSC, and it's two-wheel drive. Now this car came to me with no power at all. Even to take off on first gear was a nightmare. The car wouldn't pull at all. So that is correct. So here you have the details of the car. Okay, so this is the car we're gonna work on. Now over here you have, as normal, you have the auto scan. I'm sure by now we are all familiar with what that's going to do. We have the vehicle information, which just brings us back to the previous menu pretty much, and we have control units. This is all the control units you can go through on this car, because the machine looks for the vehicle type. Strongly believe this is the second Mazda or third Mazda I've done so far, but I didn't notice on the previous ones. I'm sure by loading the information of the car will only give you the modules that can be fitted on this car. Now you have, let's gonna do that different than that. Let's gonna do the auto scan, and we can go through every single ECU, and I can show you what you're capable of. For the ones out there with the same problem I did have on this car, if you have the same problem and you've been over reading over the forums and this and the other, you're gonna find out there's people reporting the SVC valve. You have people reporting airflow meters. You have people reporting all sort of stuff. In my case, the only thing I've done is I've removed the SVC valve just to check it up. The valve was working just fine. What I've done then was I've removed throttle body and EGR valve. The EGR valve was stuck open. That would show on live data actually. So I've given it thoroughly clean, proper clean lubrication on both of them. Put it back on. I've reset the values for the throttle body and EGR valve, and the car is running perfect, really perfect. Even on idling, as the car is now, as you can see, it's idling. The idling would bounce between like 500 and like 1200 RPMs, and would just go up and down all the time. Eventually the car would stall. So right, the scan is done. So we have a fault on ABS and TCS. Let's gonna see what's in there. Just gonna read the codes. Okay. What we'll do is, I think I know what that is. We'll read the codes and see what happened. Stopped. He wants from the engine off. Ignition on. That's it. Fault is gone. Obviously, I haven't checked all these ECUs because I was just looking at the PCM. You have all the other modules. Restraint control module. Let's go to see what's in there. battery low voltage. Yeah, I've disconnected the battery a couple of times on this car, so and I had to jump start the car earlier, so that makes sense. No faults. Scan this here again. Let's go down. And no faults. Even the PCM, there's no faults now. Was loads of faults because the EGR was stuck open, so the flow meter values were really out of range, and was reporting that all the time. So all that is gone now. Let me try to put the machine straight. Now on here, which a big majority of the times is what we are interested on, is on the engine ECU, and what you can do here. You can do quite a lot on this. Obviously you have the read codes, nothing there. You have 3 options to read the codes. Key on engine off, key on engine on, and continuous memory diagnostic travel codes. We have the read codes, live data. There's loads of parameters to choose from. Active tests. Just let it load. On the active tests, when you choose a test to do, we'll always give you the option to load the live data. Let's say, for example, you want to test the EGR valve, as I did, and you want to see, and you want to check if the values are retrieved back to the ECU correctly. When you choose, it always gives you, like, if I go there, you can see it always gives you the option to load live data or not. So if you press cancel, we'll just go straight to the, there we go, just so go straight to the function. If you select OK, oops, sorry about that, guys, sorry about that. So it always gives the option. If I go back now, and special functions, this is a quite good one here. So you can do data reset, which pretty much resets all these values that you see down here. Well, not all these values, but it resets quite a few values if I show you. So there we go, you can reset all these down here. Yeah, so you can reset all this. For the DPF, you can reset the sensor. Basically what it does is relearns the sensor, kind of. So I'm gonna put no. On the DPF itself, the same thing. If you want to reset the data. And you have another one for the DPF on, what is that? Service functions, DPF, and you can reset. You can do an assessment, and you can do a regeneration. On there is for the keys, and as you can see, it gives you the option to program keys and key codes, spare keys, steering lock unit programming. So you have quite a few good functions on this with this car. So it's not bad for an Asian car, really. And oops, why is that fault now? It's gonna see why it comes up with a fault. Cruise now, engine off. It's gonna check what is wrong in there. I think I know why is that, but we don't need to worry about that. The DPF on this car has been removed, so that is why it's giving me that code, but I'm dealing with a next. So guys, any questions, please feel free. This is what you can do on a Mazda 6 2005 diesel. This is the 143 bhp version, the sport model. Any comments, just Go for it, guys. Cheers, bye.